Yeah. Live all in this piece. All in this piece. Now that I say that, I like the way that sounds.
Not on Geekgasm, please.
Yeah.
Cue the intro.
Yeah. It's this intro cues up. Just everyone, just hold your horses. We're here. It's Geekgasm. Lola's popping in once again to say hi.
I'm having a hard time finding Daphne.
Lola has
got it.
Totally messed up and didn't send Daphne a link. Totally messed up, Lola. What kind of stuff is that? Yeah. She can't talk yet.
She had to pick out her shoes, dude.
Yeah. We've 16 days to Christmas, everybody. 16 days to Christmas. Which is not a lot of time, when you think about it. Have you not gone shopping? Yeah, you finished your shopping. I like to think I have, but I keep going to the store saying so and so. Yeah, Lola's birthday's coming up. She's gonna be on the wrong side of old age.
My birthday's coming up too. When's your birthday, Lola?
28th.
You hear the 28th? Yeah, 28th. Which, listen, we'll talk about this as the show goes on. But look, 1980 December 28th, 1989. I don't think it's fair you call yourself an 80s baby. You didn't take your first dump in 1990, in my opinion.
I graduated high school in 1989. I'm just letting you know that sucks.
That's okay. You know, I recall going to the movies with my parents. My parents take me to the movies to see. My parents took me to the movies to see Batman.
There she is.
1989, and I remember being super excited. And then I thought about it. I'm like, holy crap, Lola wasn't even born yet. And it's like, oh man, I'm a pervert. And I'm just waiting for Benson to stay able to kick the door open. And I deserve this. I need help.
See, and everybody celebrates my birthday. I'm a New Year's Eve baby.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're like my aunt. She's 24th of December. Nobody gets your gifts.
That's why I don't do Christmas gifts anymore. Nobody gets Christmas gifts.
Mm-hmm. You're like, I don't celebrate Lola's birthday. Didn't you just get a spectacular pile of shit days ago? And now here you are darkening my doorstep looking for more.
See, and it's not fair because the December babies, they get that kind of treatment. Mm-hmm. When the summer babies and the spring and the autumn babies, they all get their parties and stuff like that, and we're all like, no, you get the combination birthday Christmas present.
Yeah, they don't give you. Wait. Now, I will say this though, you gotta give the spring day. My birthday is the first day of spring, and that sounds great, but you got to realize something. There's a locality thing with that. In Michigan, there's no such thing as the first day of spring. I mean, we have it, March 20th, but
it's still the middle of winter.
Yeah, nobody acknowledges it.
Where it jumps to 104.
Yeah. Now, maybe if I was in California, you'd be like, hey, outside birthday party, hey, holla. No, there's none of that in Michigan. There's, hey, man, so I'm going to have a nice little cozy indoor party. 5 people max. And now, 3 people max now? It's I'm actually getting ready to kick somebody out the house because too many people.
Too many people.
Yeah. I'm at the intro. We'll come back and introduce ourselves. Here we go. Hello, everybody. This is Geekgasm. I am Varian Grant, founder of IndieVolt Media LLC, and I'm here once again on Geekgasm. I can't get off this show. Why not? I've tried everything I could. I don't know what I got to do. Maybe I'll say something like completely perverse. That'll get me kicked off.
No.
Doubt it.
Indie Princess is joining us again, although she can not speak very well, so she's There's literal eye candy at this point. But the shoe cam must be paid. Me and Randy tried doing it. Did not work. The sponsors were very upset. And they demanded.
Hobbit feet cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daphne and I are like in the Hobbit feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thing. Yeah, we don't do the shoe. We don't do the shoe cam.
Yeah.
Especially those hot things. Did you see them? They must be like 9 inches tall.
Yeah.
Look at that.
They're pretty tall. I don't.
Oh, those are the
They're
ones from
pretty, though.
last week that we didn't see very well.
Yeah.
The lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better lighting, courtesy of Indicron.
Yeah.
There you go.
Indicron.com.
Also, I don't like the connotation on those heels. Those the heel, those little bead things, are those anal beads? Never mind. All right.
What was that about trying to say something?
Perverse, yeah.
Yeah. Not on this show. No.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna get kicked off. Yes. I'll never be welcome back. It's gonna be awesome.
Bubbles in the heel are tight.
Yeah. I'll let you guys introduce yourself. Meredith, I'll start with you. Introduce yourself, please.
All right, you guys. I'm Meredith Walker, and I am the associate editor over at Geek Insider, as well as the executive producer of the Geek Insider podcast. I'm one of the founding 5 of Terraform Comics. I've got a book that's coming out on Kickstarter and Amazon. It's an anthology of terror. It is going to be a lot of fun, and a lot of those stories are being converted into scripts for comic books. So that's what the Kickstarter is for, is to pay for the art, guys. So that is going to be launching next week. But I just wanted to say I am not Lola. I'm so glad that she's here with her shoe cam. Because I don't do the shoe thing. Sometimes I don't do the pants thing. But hey, you only know from like the neck up, okay?
No. There's many times where me and Randy probably aren't doing the pant thing, and
I'm always doing the pant thing.
See, sometimes there's been times you guys have been lucky. I've been in the lounge pants, but I'm like, no one sees me from here up, so it's.
You're going to be like the Hugh Hefner with the pajamas, or just like the robe.
Oh, that would be me right now.
Yeah.
I'm Hugh Hefnering it right now.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
And Miss Lade, you have
complete with bunny slippers.
Yeah, yes, actually, yes.
Oh no, I was just joking, but that's funny.
See, that could have been a shoe cam right there. Miss Lade, you have a fan in the audience. She says, hey Daphne, read some of your comics. Great work in writing and illustration. Looking forward to more.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Introduce yourself, Daphne.
Oh, yes. My name is Daphne, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. I am the artist of the funny animal fantasy comic Tall Tales and the fantasy drama Eagle Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, premiering on Kickstarter January 4th, 2021. You can check out my work and sign up for updates at new website, egoworks.com, EGOWORKS.com. And you can check out my YouTube channel at Daphne Lage Art.
House of Bob.
House of
Bob.
Which is funny because I just seen a meme today where they had a guy saying, "Please, ma'am, show me Bob's in Virginia." And I thought about your book immediately. I'm like,
completely changed the context of the meme.
Yeah, I'm like, is this an ad for Daphne's book? How industrious.
Sponsored by Gorilla Milk.
Yeah. Bob says something else?
Battery operated boyfriend.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay, at least we're in the same circle.
Bob. Yeah.
Bob is, yeah. Bob.
Oh my goodness.
That's what you call a stripper term.
Yeah.
Gonna go to the back room and talk to Bob.
Yeah. Randy, introduce yourself.
Everybody, I'm Randy Zimmerman. I am a long-time alternative and independent creator, publisher. I've done everything in the direct market that you can imagine, and then some, including my own adult comics. So that's how I knew about Bob. I'm also do the Zim Geek channel, and I'm part of the Indie Vault network, and on and on. So happy to be here.
Hey Lola, hello Heather.
Hi, Heather.
and there's the other Sarah. Well, it's still Sarah, but there's Sarah's Facebook, and then Grant. I never met a Grant I didn't like again. Heyo, and there he is. Handsome gentleman. Look at that Grant. Handsome gentleman.
That's what's his Pascal, isn't it, from The Mandalorian?
No. That's listen. If your first name is Grant, if you're part of the Grant clan, you usually are very handsome. And there's obviously no mistake there. I have a bit of
some family connection there somewhere. Huh?
I mean, he may have owned mine technically, but there's a possibility.
Sarah says, "Ha."
Yeah. So, ladies, got a question. Got a question that came in, and I don't. And I look. I'll be honest. I'm sure I slept from about
after last week. You know,
very hitting on me.
Yes, it is.
I fell asleep from 2:30 to about 7:58, which I was playing nap roulette. I sent Randy a joke about that. It was nap roulette. I take a nap. As I take a nap, I don't set a clock. Will that be 40 minutes? Will it be 6 hours? It's risky, and I like it.
Who needs to get stuff done?
Right. So I have a question.
Well, when you're sleeping and you dream, you're actually visiting a different universe in the multiverse. So,
yeah. And that variant has a lot better than I do.
If I hit the universe again where I'm married to Haley Atwell, I may not come back. Just saying.
So the check in on that universe's variant for me if you get a chance. See how he's doing. But here's the thing. Got an email from a young lady who said she was commissioned by a fan of her artwork to do a 4-page comic.
Okay.
She was like, absolutely. He said, how much is your page rate? She told him. He doubled it.
Okay.
Which should have been the first time your red flag went up. Like, whoa, wait a minute, you're doubling my pay rate?
I'm surprised that he even did that. Usually, a commissioner's like going, "Oh, that's so expensive. Could you reduce it?"
You still have a few people out there that have a grasp of the market that know where a good ballpark figure is, and if somebody comes in low, they go, "No, I'm going to pay you this much."
If this was a good thread, it wouldn't be on Geekgasm.
Yeah.
So I think it was a 5-page comic.
Okay,
$5,000 is what she got.
Holy moly!
That's a heck of a page rate.
Now, keep in mind that he would write this. She can add things to it, but she had to draw it.
Mm-hmm. That is the idea. Yes.
She was aware it was gonna be more. It was more likely gonna be adult content.
Oh, okay.
More likely.
All right, so that would explain the pricing because a lot of artists charge a premium for adult content.
Well, he doubled it himself. Yeah. He doubled it himself. But yeah, $5,000, 5 pages,
and
then she got the script, and in the script, it is him and her.
Rude.
Was she hot?
Whoa! She's a very attractive woman.
But that's a little irrelevant here.
I was just curious.
She is attractive.
Red-blooded male.
She is attractive.
Heterosexual male.
Would you have flipped out? Would you have returned the money? What do you do in that situation?
Well, considering that I guess I'm the one with exact experience with this. I've said no. I would have, depending on whether I can get the other character replaced, I would refuse it. I have refused it.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Yeah. So see that
I've had a specific commissioner try that nonsense on me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry to
Yeah.
hear that.
Yeah.
I've had a couple people ask for a certain of my characters naked.
You know,
Yeah.
but I would refuse it. I would refuse it.
Meredith, would you be comfortable writing it? Because he told her you can add some stuff in the script too if you want. Would you have felt comfortable? Like he's like, yeah, well, I want the character to be you, Meredith.
You know, I don't know that I would have a problem with that as long as he wasn't peeking in my windows.
Oh.
You know, I mean, if you're getting like that creepy stalker, like he's going to kill you in the middle of the night because you actually have a life.
Well, without there being
a
a heads up, that would definitely hit that creepy territory.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know,
I
I
would
mean,
think,
if there was that
And that-
communication, and you know, I mean, so you could take it as an artist. Maybe you could take it one way where it's like a huge compliment, and you know, draw the hell out of yourself, girl, and give him a teeny tiny peenie. You know what I mean? Or like Daphne was saying, refuse
One word,
it because
classic.
it was not established. You know, so like I think it's a matter of establishing boundaries.
Right. I mean, the fact that this wasn't discussed beforehand, which probably explains why he doubled the price.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because, like, oh, if I give you $5,000 for these pages, you know, you can't refuse. And it's like, oh, honey, yeah, I can actually. although in my case, though, the guy was incredibly cheap.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No.
It was a little bit easier to.
Grant says, I got to admit, I see how much some of the X-rated comic books on Kickstarter make, and I'm a little tempted.
Yeah. I mean,
a word of advice with that: actually be into what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you know, it's like I think that people can sense when a book is being done as a cash grab, but if you're like actually into what you're doing, then it's like it's a different vibe that you set out, you know, and you get better results with that.
Yeah, Lola wrote an X-rated script for a comic, and I had to take a shower after getting to a couple pages. I'm like, "Woo,
that's good. That's good."
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Congratulations.
I gotta go home and practice.
Yeah.
See, I've written erotica, so I don't have a problem with that kind of adult content and stuff. It's, you know, it's kind of funny though, because my husband's a little bit shy. So I'm like, hey, honey, you want to do some research? He gets really scared.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is that where the hashtag catfisting comes from?
Oh, boy.
You know, you have to talk to Sarah about that.
Yeah.
I will totally own Buttbeard, okay?
This story takes an even more bizarre turn, though.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
boy, okay.
There's more twist to this plot.
And there's more. Wait, there's more.
Well, yeah, she did turn the offer down.
Okay. All right.
Down, and she said, you know, she refunded the money. Less PayPal's fees. The fee of sending it to her, the fee of sending it. I'm not sure what that, but there was a. I'm not sure if it was PayPal.
That's a big chunk.
Yeah, I don't know if it was PayPal he sent it with, but I know there were some fees associated with sending it back.
Yeah.
Well, the guy said, well, that's fine. You know, I'm disappointed. I'm more a fan of you than your artwork. I'm going to take the same amount of money and get myself a deep fake made of her. And
love. So this is peeking in the windows shit.
Well, in a way, I mean, because you know, we take a lot of Facebook pictures. I mean, it doesn't take much to go to a person's Facebook.
But it's like, but it's like the fact that he's telling her this, means that now it's at a point where he wants her to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I feel bad for her. She's been at a couple cons with me and Lola, and I don't want to put her name out there because it's, you know,
right.
I don't want
don't do that.
But I felt really bad for her, and I'm like, you know, geez, man, now I can't flirt with her. This is horrible. The other thing is, like, he's gonna get a deep fake made, which, you know, if anybody doesn't know what a deep fake is when they take your picture. It's not like the good ones. You take a picture and put it on somebody's head, someone's body. It's actually a video now, and it's very well done. I've watched a couple of Megan Fox. Anyway, they were free. I didn't pay for them. They were there. It's illegal. No, there's no crime being committed here. Anyway, yeah, the guy said he's going to do that, and she was appalled and she was upset and angry. Yeah. And the guy said he's a fan of her more so than her artwork. And I was thinking, I'm like, first of all, it's kind of, I thought at first, man, that'd be cool. As an artist, like no matter what I draw, this person's a fan of me, not my artwork. But then I started thinking, man, that really sucks because no matter how good I am, these people just want to get into bed with me. That sucks. And yeah, I mean, we have to be better than that, guys. We have to be better than that. I mean, these people are working their butts off to perfect their craft. You know, and to be taken seriously. And here we are, you know, hey baby, you're cute. Let me get a picture of you getting screwed by a Wendigo or something. Which is terrifying now that I think about it. I got all flustered.
You know, I was gonna say, if you guys are a fan of Christy Shin, she's got a Tony. And what Tony will do is she goes, hey, Tony, this guy's kind of giving me a problem. She goes, and Tony goes over and says, oh, you want a deep fake? I got you, babe. And he's all over that shit. And it makes the guy uncomfortable. It's like, oh, you don't have a problem doing that with like women that you don't know. I don't have a problem with doing that to men I know, even though he's straight, you know, but it makes him uncomfortable because it's like get in your face and, oh, you don't, you know, get a little bit of taste of your own medicine and see how much you like it. And then, and for the most part, they stop and block. Block both of them. So get yourself a Tony, girl.
Yeah, but also it's like, I'm kind of wondering also like whether that was even real. Like not the question, but the fact that he said he was going to get a deep fake done. Like I know they can be done, but I kind of wonder if that was just something that he said to upset her for refusing the commission.
Well, that's a passive aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I can't stand.
I can't. It's like because then it's like now it's like oh you don't it's like now he has her wondering whether it's real or not, whether the threat is real. Yeah, I mean, which pretty much is what he did. He threatened her. Yeah,
which is gonna like now she's got to worry about if it's gonna show up, on a message board or
he's punishing her for saying no.
Yeah, Which really sucks. It sucks. I mean, it's not. She doesn't deserve that, and
no, nobody does.
I can think of a couple people. Never mind. People that hey, I seen your deep fake. Really? A whole pack? Never mind. I was going somewhere with that one, but how many was it? 20 of them? I started sounding like Alec Baldwin. It was a whole pack of you know what? Yeah. I couldn't remember. I couldn't imagine it. But I will tell you guys this. Also, the other day, I mentioned it briefly on Indie Vault Livewire, but I was outside of an art store that because of Geekgasm and their audience it has, I won't name the art store. But let's just say there's an art store that I've been told you shouldn't go there because of their beliefs. And I'm like, they got a 40% off coupon every day that I can use. I'm cheap. I'm an artist. Come on, help me out. I don't have $5,000 away to get somebody for a nudie book. But I hear, I'm standing outside waiting for Uber, and I hear boom, boom, oh. So I'm like, either a transformer just transformed outside and knocked somebody across the parking lot, or there's been an incident. So I peek around the corner and there's a lady laying down by a car. And the first thing I think is, why is she laying down by that car? What's wrong with her? Get off the ground. Then it dawns me, oh, she's been hit in the parking lot of this art store, which is, it's an art store. Everybody who goes there is either an artist who's drunk and high or an old person. So it's a very, then I'm like, wow, it's a dangerous fucking parking lot. But this lady got hit and everyone moves her and everything. And I'm thinking like, I'm watching like, and the first thing, it didn't dawn on me until this morning. The lady was holding her hand the entire time. She goes, oh, my hand. They pick her up and they put her in a wheelchair and they push her inside the art store, which is like, why would you do that? You create yourself a liability. And I'm like, what? If I get hit by a car, I'm passing out. Even if I'm not really hurt, I'm passing out. Like, oh, I'm dead. But I was thinking about how she was holding her wrist. Like, oh. Then it dawned on me. She had her bags full. She was walking out the art store. She got hit. Of course, she grabbed her wrist. She's an artist. She's going to try to get compensation for that. She's going to try to get compensation for her wrist being hurt, and she can't work now. And my woman was a genius. So that was an add-on to that story yesterday. I didn't think about it till this morning. That's why she was holding her wrist, because she's an artist, and she's about to collect. Good on you, lady. Good on you. Smart play.
Okay.
Cool. With that being said, from now on, I am parking away from that art store, and I am going to walk. So for one, because I don't hit anybody when I start driving again, I don't hit anybody, and I double my chances of getting hit and collecting that sweet income. I'm grabbing
I don't think that's quite how it works.
Like, I've taught people who get hit by cars usually, and they always tell me their shoe comes off. Her shoes didn't come off. I looked. I went to go see if her shoe. I'm like, no, she's got both shoes. She's okay, but she's holding her wrist. that's the barometer for how hurt you are if your shoes come off. It's she's holding her wrist. So yeah, I think that's the thing. I'm gonna take my chances and cross the street at art stores or try to get into the store and see what happens. No artist wants to hear, I'm more into you than your art.
That's true.
It's rough, because especially when you're talking about promotion, oh, it does put some distracting images in my head. Well, then I just did that to a lot of people with a Kickstarter then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The difference is, though, you keep it in your inside head, the inside voice. The voice inside your head.
Mind.
Yes. I mean, say that out loud.
Oh, but in terms of promotion, I mean, it's like that's one of the double-edged swords when it comes to that, is that you want people to know you for your work, and you try to hone your craft and all that. But then at the same time, it's like personality really it is a major thing in this whole, in promotion and marketing and everything. It's like they go, oh, and I've heard it said, people buy your stuff because of you, not because of your stuff. And I've always been really uncomfortable with that, because no, I want you to enjoy my stuff too. But obviously that commissioner took it a step further. He cranked that to 15.
Yeah. He wants to enjoy your stuff, all right. There's that double standard there. I mean, I know some artists, myself included, who are, chiseled, and they're beefcakes. They really are, and they.
You're definitely beefy.
Shut up.
Wait a minute, this is Lola's show.
Don't tell her to shut up. Wow.
This is what happens when you don't give her enough tribute.
This is Varian's way of getting kicked off the damn show.
That's right. I'm getting out of here.
That's a stiletto heel you're looking at the shoe cam, buddy.
We'll
get
that
embedded in your skull.
We're very rooted in this household. We're very rooted in this household. Trust me, you guys have no idea what I get told off air. I get my manhood insulted. It's great. It keeps me on edge around here. Usually I have a lot of your daddy jokes, but she'll tell you it's everything she says about me, and I'll tell her your daddy. But she's like, but it doesn't hurt. She's like, yeah, you're right, he does. I seen a little bulldog. I said, look, it looks like your dad. And she's like, it does. It does like her dad. He looks like a little. Her dad's like a cross between a little, like a French bulldog. Was it a Frenchie?
No, it was a pit bull.
It was those little fat head pit bulls and Mario from Mario Brothers. It's like they took him and pushed him together, and you got this little fat, but he's so short and cute. And,
I hope you'd watch it.
yeah, he is. You can watch. He knows I talk about him. He does. Of course, I talk about his height and everything. He doesn't. Never mind. He looks like a Mario brother. I get them about throwing mushrooms at them, see if he'll grow.
Well, he is Italian.
Yeah. But no, it's a double standard though. I've never like male artists don't have to worry about
Yeah.
that. We don't have to worry about a woman. I mean, maybe there might be a girl that comes up and she's like, "Oh my God, you're hot," and I'm gonna buy your art, and they have a little crush on you. But I don't think a female artist is gonna, a female fan, or even a male fan. I mean, maybe they will come to you and say, "Hey, here's my, can I get a commission if you draw yourself and make your unit, sweeping the ground. I want to create a new character called the Health Inspector. That's you. I want you to, no one does that. But if it's a female, they get asked for that. Lola's been asked for pictures to do like characters based off of her. She's like, yeah, sure. And the guy's always like, hey, well, especially, can you send me a nude?
That'd be the next question. Yeah, I need
Yeah.
pictorial
Always.
reference.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I need reference. There's lots of free reference out there, guys. I got about 18 browsers of it open right now. No, I got 11 browsers open right now of it. It's
He actually does.
I do.
It's true.
I do. But if you go look through my reference folder, it is all tasteful, and there's not porn. It's normally they have clothes on because I look for poses and pretty faces.
You don't have to apologize for the porn. I mean, sometimes we have to do the searches on RedTube just to get that pose just right.
I did when I was 16. Like, I can explain what that is.
Sure, Daphne.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, look, it's because it serves a double purpose,
Yeah,
I'm just saying that every one of us on this panel, we're all creators. Okay, if we're not on some kind of a soft watch list, I
Right,
would
yeah,
probably
for real.
be offended.
Yeah.
Between that and the serial killer websites.
Right? How many ways to kill your husband?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the government's like, what? Someone like a rookie's like, how come we haven't gotten this guy yet? Oh, he's just an artist. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's just a writer. It's research.
Yeah, we dug in already. We figured out. We got somebody on him. The dummy wouldn't gotten Alexa. Can you believe it? We're right in his house now. I know that because I've walked past the thermostat and it's like, good morning. And it's like, I mean, my thermostat literally told me good morning this morning. And I was like, that's freaky. That's not, she never has sensed that I was walking past before. And so I guess if I get up at a certain time and I walk past the thermostat and I'm the first person, she'll say good morning, which is going to freak my son out.
Oh, no, that's no.
Alexa is not allowed in my house.
Yeah,
No, exactly.
I think he's too short to set the sensor off. So when I walk past, she senses it.
He's not that much.
Well, yeah, but like his hair, like I think he's got to get another foot before he's like.
Just remember, hair counts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they told me. I tried to make that.
That's what I was told, at least.
I cut my hair and I lost inches off my height, so never again. Your doctor's like, you're not 5. Was it 5'3"?
5'4".
You're 5'4". You're not 5'4". I'm 5'4". And she's like, no, come on, get on the scale. I'm like, but. And she puts me on the scale and she's like, no, you're 5'1", Mr. Grant.
5'4".
Oh, so look at that. We're eye level.
Yeah. Was it 5'2"? It's probably 5'1"
You know
now.
how rare it is for me to meet somebody I don't have to hurt my neck talking to.
Yeah, Randy's pretty tall.
Well, I have the classic story. I stopped yelling at my daughter when she was 15 one time. I was so mad at her. I was going to bitch her out.
Would be the age.
And I realized I was looking at her straight in the eye. And it just, all of the argument just went right. I said, okay, well, if you don't know any better by now, then you're screwed. So I was done.
I remember doing that. I have 3 boys. And the one time I started yelling and I was like straight up. And then I stopped and I was just like, and blah, 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 blah. I was like, all right. It was like they grew overnight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my God, my bones hurt just thinking about it.
Yep.
I don't, well, here's the thing. I've been short my entire life. I've got a Napoleon complex.
It's usually the way it works. Problem is you're shrinking.
Yeah. And my son's going to get taller than me very soon here.
There's an old 50s movie about that.
I'm whoop his ass. I don't know because you're not gonna scare me. You're not gonna, I had a friend who got in a fight with his dad when he was younger. He was like 16. And he ran over my house after he got in a fight with his dad because he had won. He'd won this fight. But he still knew enough to get the hell out the house. And so about 3 months later, he and his father get back into it. And he said his dad was like, "Come on." And his dad picked up a little small Louisville Slugger and said, "This won't be like last time." And he said he looked and he said he felt this sense of pride that his father was acknowledging that this won't be like last time. When you got my, and I thought about that. I'm like, now that I'm in his dad's place, I'm thinking to myself, no, I can't lose the fight. I can't lose a fight to my kid. Because mothers, you guys are, you go to them. I think though, my son is more afraid of his mom than he is me.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey.
Aaron Donnelly. Hey guys. I like that little witch drawing. It's cool. Reminds me of Lola in a way. Not the witch thing, but like the way she draws. It is. Lola is an actual artist. She doesn't draw often. But yeah, see, she said she should be quiet. Don't want anybody to know? I see. That's messed up. Randy?
Sir?
Do you have any idea how hard it is out here for a female artist? Indie Vote Radio.
Well, I can't speak from first person, but I can gather an idea.
Well, that is from Indie Vote Radio. Is that, do you guys have any idea how hard it is out here for female artists? That's in reference to what we were talking about. And I think, yeah, we got 3 females on the
well, I would say it's a heck of a lot easier than when Daphne was first breaking in.
I don't know. I mean, but it's like, you know what it is? Because every time, these stories pop up, I just think it's like, I think that's just in general. Like, it's like just walking in the street is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's I don't know. I mean, it's like there's definitely more women in the industry now. But the funny thing is that, hey Dave, I don't think it makes it more comfortable for me. I mean, that's the weird thing. It's like, because dudes are, I mean, there's a certain type of dude that's always going to try something, so it's like having, so it's like, yeah, it's like there's more women in the industry, but that doesn't mean that, I don't know, it doesn't mean anything to me, in terms of like nonsense. I don't know. I couldn't say for sure.
Yeah, you're always going to have those socially inept people out there who don't know how to act in public. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No.
See, and I've always been like one of the guys, so I've never, in writing or going to writers' conferences and stuff, like total geekdom and that, but and not so much cosplayers, until recently, or personalities like that, strong personalities, whereas the writer is more, we tend to be a little bit more quiet. But having said that, some of these writers, they got some some pretty freaky goodie closets and drawers and things like that, and they don't have a problem, some of my female friends going out and saying, I'm going for man meat, and just like totally, that's it. They are man meat. They are not human beings. It's just I have needs, and and that's it. That could probably get uncomfortable for a guy. I don't know. I'm not a guy.
Well, I will say this: my wife has zero interest in watching Doom. Okay, the original. Now the new one, she's like, Jason Momoa's in it. Yeah, we can go see that. That's not a problem. Let's go see Doom. I'm a fan. Look, House Atreides, yay! And I mean, really, she's like, pick up the toys. Like, look, sweetheart, look, there's Momoa. And she's super excited about it now. So I'm like, you want to watch the old one? So at least you have something to compare it to. No, I want to go on fresh.
Has she seen the Super Bowl commercial
No.
with Momoa? She needs to see that.
Okay.
I showed that to my wife. She's pretty quiet anymore about Momoa.
Oh no! It's,
the
it's
one
Oscar
with
Isaac that gets me.
The one where he comes in and
I
takes
watched
his
that
suit off.
commercial,
He's taking
and I
off
start
his-
crying. And I start crying. It's like, oh, Lito, you're doomed.
I like watching the old dude and pointing out people who like, look, Patrick Stewart. And like, has he always been old?
Yeah, pretty much. We just finished. We're just almost done watching I, Claudius, and Patrick Stewart is in that, and he looks older in there too. So there's like a particular age where it's like, okay, this is how you're gonna look for the rest of your life.
Yeah, this is it. Is it? I don't think that. Yeah, I mean, it's like Patrick Stewart's always been Patrick Stewart. You can point him out, and he's got this voice that you can hear. And
yeah,
I got a chance to watch Victor Frankenstein. Was that what it's called? Robert Pattinson and not Robert Pattinson.
Oh, I know which.
James
Daniel
McAvoy
Radcliffe.
and Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah. Which
That,
look, it was late. It was Friday night. I'm on HBO. I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm on Hulu. I'm like, what's this? It's 2:00 in the morning. I watch it. They had.
I have been binge watching the first season of The Boys.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys, like, wow. And I'm all in it. I'm like, I can't wait until I can like binge watch until 6:00 in the morning again, because I'm stupid.
There's only 8 episodes a season and 2 seasons in. Yeah. We just over the last weekend we went through season 2 like that. You start watching it and suddenly you're watching the next one, the next one, the next one.
Yeah, like two days in a row. Basically, I was like, I was up. My husband had to get up for work, and I hear the alarm clock. I went, shit! I did it again.
Yeah, it was.
Monica's read all those books, and according to her, they use the comic basically as a jumping off point, and then they take the concept and go. Whoosh. There's a lot of stuff in the second season, especially where she goes, I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Right. No, Dee was telling me that they actually improved a lot from the comic. That they made some story changes that actually makes it a better story. Like it makes more sense than in the comics.
Well, that's not unusual.
Right. Yeah.
But they're considering the author. So he's sometimes he gets a little disjointed. Let's put it. That's to put it nicely.
Randy,
that's Morrison, right? That wrote that Morrison or Millar.
I think it's Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
Randy, you will laugh about this. I was in a group today, and they said that life force equal naked alien vampire woman.
I remember that movie. Yeah.
I watched Alien from LA today.
Okay. We all have our guilty pleasures.
It was always on YouTube for free, and I'm like, I'll watch it. Okay. I see, and like, really? That's what I got. I got like 10 minutes left of it. I know how it's gonna end. I see it coming a mile away. Garth Ennis, that's who wrote it. But Randy, I was in a chat today.
Yeah, there's a group of them there. I always get them mixed up. They have the same basic writing style.
The British guy.
Yeah. Ennis and Morrison and Millar. I always get them fumbled. So.
And they said that they were talking about awards for comic book writers only.
Sorry.
And they said that which awards, they said we got the Eisner, we got the Harveys, and I had the Ringo Award. They really needs to be a literary work award in comics, and they were suggesting which prestigious writer to name it off of. It's a small Facebook group. Well, it's like I think it's got like 2,000 members, but right now the Frank Miller Literary Award is winning.
Holy crap! And, really? Oh Jesus,
Randy!
Oh man. Well, that what I would like to see is a literary award that's actually awarded for merit. Just like, because all of these comic awards are no longer awarded for merit; they're awarded for popularity contests.
Well, I don't know if there's any award out there that's for merit, because even the
Not
Oscars are suspicious, the Emmys are suspicious, the Grammys are suspicious.
Yep. But
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single award in comics that's not a backhanded backroom popularity
Friend-
contest type of thing.
nominating
Buddies of
friends
buddies
type
are
of
giving
thing,
their
yeah.
buddies a buddy award. You know, a attaboy pat on the back. It's like, geez. You know, there used to be a time when you would look at the Eisners and it meant something, or you look at the Harveys and it meant something. And nowadays it's like, okay.
And soon you'll look at the Millers and it'll mean something.
And these guys who want to name that award after Frank Miller, please have them sit down and watch the Spirit movie. And say, you want to name an award after the guy that wrote this?
And directed.
And direct.
Well,
just saying. Just saying.
Literary,
name it after Stan Lee if you have to.
But aren't we all capable of a slip up? Don't we all got that one script like,
Oh, I told you that's the job, that's the work that you do that you're going to sign the most throughout your life.
oh
It's the
yeah,
one
yeah,
It's
yeah.
the one that you hate the most.
What is it? You're only as good as your last project.
is that his last project? No.
Yeah.
Superman thing would be, but yeah, that Dark Knight 3, DK3 would be his last one. But yeah, also, question for you guys. And this is for again.
There's nothing wrong with Sin City CM because he admitted, and we're on Geekgasm, so we can talk frankly here. We are TVMA DLSV.
Just
Frank
so you
Miller
know.
admitted that Sin City is nothing but masturbatory pulp literature.
Okay.
That's exactly right. Bingo.
Okay.
You did that well, Frank. You
Right.
did that really good. I've got all the Sin Cities back here just for that. There's nothing wrong with great pulpy, old style ruckus literature. That's awesome. And I like Sin City by Miller a lot, but I don't consider Miller to be
for admitting it that he
Yeah.
wasn't trying to create like great art or something. Even though it's like,
yes.
even though stylistically it was kind of it was innovative at the time. I mean, it was definitely something we weren't used to seeing.
And maybe not in comics, but if
Right.
you have picked up the Mike Hammer novels or some of the harder hard-boiled detective works, yes.
Right. Well, I'm talking more stylistically,
Yeah.
but yeah.
The one says Dan Kill for the worst thing he did. The comments about that second movie they could have kept.
I think everybody's got an opinion of Miller's worst. The second 300, I understand, isn't that great either, but I haven't sat and watched it.
They probably could have.
I didn't even know that existed.
I was about to
yeah,
say, what's
yeah.
it called? 301?
Well,
Right?
301 Spartans?
It's called like the 300 and it's something. I don't know what
300.
I know they did it.
It's 300 something. Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I got it on Blu-ray and.
But the movie 300, there was a period I couldn't keep when DVDs were out. I couldn't keep the DVD in the house. It just kept disappearing. I don't know where it went. So
There was
probably ended up finding 5 copies of it under the wife's bed. I have no idea.
that 300 movie, the second one. I remember there's a really odd sex scene in that movie, and it's like I'm in the theater. I'm like, it's kind of like that Zack Snyder. Almost said Zach Morris sex scene. Like, whoa, Saved by the Bell took a weird turn. No, Zack Snyder sex scene in Watchmen, which he sets the Hallelujah. And I'm like, okay, all right, this is kind of weird, Zach. And then
Sounds like he's being ironical.
Ironical, yes.
But apparently, I realized something about Zach. Zach loves that song because he used it again in the Watchmen HBO Max trailer.
Well, it's kind of like how J.J. Abrams
But
loves
Hallelujah.
Boys.
The Hallelujah. Yeah. I'm like, will you stop, Zach? Will you stop?
Well, then he grabbed that too because of the copyright. He probably had a permission copyright wise to run it because a lot of times that's how they slam other kids that go out and put the trailer on YouTube.
I have
as they go out and they copyright it off of the music.
What was that?
I have something to show everybody.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna show everyone.
No, wait a
Okay.
minute. Do we need to lighten up the shoe cam some more?
Yeah.
No,
What's the
No.
problem? Oh, she's gonna share the screen.
Oh, I was going to say,
Oh,
don't take
okay.
your.
Oh,
Dave
that's pretty.
Dave Brown did that for us.
Oh,
There
Dave,
you
Brown did
go.
that. Thank you, Dave. That's yeah.
What's that you're holding up there?
That's my microphone.
Oh,
That's not a
okay.
microphone.
Oh,
That's me.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See it now. Cool.
Podcast show.
It's what?
It's his favorite show.
And first 5 people I said, thank you, Dave. That's awesome. That is
That
awesome.
is.
Yeah, that's me all angry and stuff. That's it.
Angry Marianne.
Angry variant.
It's the official Indie Volt sticker.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
Geekgasm sticker. Yeah.
Yeah, you should put the Geekgasm logo on there somewhere. And
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. That is awesome. That's
could
awesome.
use that as a great ad too.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about I've told Dave this a couple of about maybe 3 months ago. Dave did all like Dave has always been a good artist, but something happened. It's like Dave for video game reference. It's like Dave found the level up menu
Mm.
and
That's always
started putting all of his stats together, and all of a sudden his art just took this turn and started going this other direction, and it was like, whoa, slow down, Dave. What's the secret here, man?
That's a high I'm
That
constantly
happens.
chasing.
Yeah. that happens when the
Yeah.
little piece, the little puzzle piece clicks in your head, and you go, "Oh, well, this is the way I should have been working on it the whole time." Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at Guy Davis. There's a prime example. You go back and you look at the early Realm books, and he's very much rock and roll. You look at Baker Street, and he gets a little scratchier. You look at Sandman, he gets a little scratchier. You look at
Marquee.
yeah, and that's just phenomenal work.
Great. Yeah.
Not to say that his Realm work wasn't phenomenal, which it was.
Right.
It was incredible stuff, but everything that he's done is exceptional. But just to see that evolution, you see those pieces hit in the back of the brain, and this is how my style should always look.
Yeah.
Click. That's incredible to see.
We talked about this earlier, but I'd like to ask you guys because I seen a post earlier on Facebook. A guy was like, he had the artistic pride. He said something to the effect of, I'm gonna take all the niceties out of what he said. He said there's a lot of artists who are hating on me because I've got my own unique style that speaks to the characters and is new and fresh. Or a lot of you are copying your favorite artist. Your art lacks soul. It lacks any type of imagination. And I thought about that. I'm like, well, the biggest compliment, and Randy's gonna laugh. Biggest compliment I ever got started from my mother, who walked in while I was drawing, and there was I had not original, but I had a black and white pencil copy of a Mike Turner Supergirl. It was sitting on my art desk, and I was gonna put it in a frame. And she looked, she says, and she just, oh, you gonna buy a frame for that? That's cool. And she's like, you normally don't frame your stuff. I'm like, that's not mine. She's like, oh, that's not. Wow, you and this guy draw alike. And oh man, you would have thought I had breast. My chest is stuck out so far. You would have. Oh, I draw like my. And Lola said, it's much like you and Mike Turner have a similar style. Now, this is before I actually was a big fan of his. So it was, I think that might be why I was a fan of his. There were some, like Eric says, we both draw horror eyes. We both do these horror eyelashes, he calls them. It's like prostitute eyelashes on the characters. And yeah. So how do you guys handle? My question is, have you had, and how would you handle a copycat?
I think my style is a little too weird for copycats. It's kind of like how I'm not comparing myself to George Perez, but I've only known one person who's copied George Perez. Everybody else was copying, like, I guess what they thought was like less elaborate styles. And I think that's a bot, by the way.
Yes, I think
That
it's about.
symbol, yeah. And you know, he was the. I mean, but now he draws like himself now. And now he's developed his own style. But before, and I kind of think that my style is like too weird and and it has like a lot of built-in flaws. so I don't I would be shocked if people were copying it. I've never seen it.
I'm gonna start copying Daphne now, and I'm gonna say only when you copy someone do you realize their flaws too.
Right.
Like you're like, holy shit, Daphne can't draw elbows.
Yeah, no, for real, exactly. Exactly.
And you start calling them like, hey, that's what you call them. Hey, I figured you out. You know? I'm sending you an anatomy book on arms today.
Yeah,
it's coming to Amazon in 2 days. Do you have to deal with that in writing? Is there a way to, Meredith? Is there a way to figure out? Is there a way to figure out?
Plagiarism. That's a different thing.
Oh,
like someone stole my writing. This person stole my writing style. Is there a way to do that?
Wow.
You know,
I don't think you could really peg somebody for that, could you?
Yeah, I think that would be very difficult. I mean, you know, because we all have our. I mean, unless it's like straight up plagiarism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's really difficult. But what I can say from my own experience as a performer, you know, to sing, you know, you kind of get into that trap of not trusting your own voice. So maybe you try to imitate somebody else that style. And then eventually, you know, and that's the closest I can get because I'm not an artist, but, you know, I am a singer. And so finding my own voice and being okay with its vibrato or its tone or something like that, and not trying to sound like, you know, at karaoke, if I'm trying to do like Annie Lennox or something, you know, I'm not her.
Yeah.
You know, so throwing my own voice out there, and then it's up to the audience to see whether or not they enjoy that, you know. So, I mean, that's just as an example, you know, so when it comes to creativity, and I saw this maybe a couple of weeks ago on Facebook with David Fott, and it was really cool to see his posts about, he's like, holy shit, guys, I think I found my style. You know, and to really embrace that and see it and how it's developing and things like that. Because, I mean, he does commission work and stuff too. And it has to look like somebody else's work, you know?
Yeah.
But for him to say, you know, I'm developing my own style and I can see it and I can see how distinct it is from other people is, you know, and to be able to recognize that, like Daphne's work, I think that I would be able to, at this point, recognize her work almost immediately. You know?
Yeah, because, you know, the elbows are drawn poorly on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But, you know, she's got the twirls and everything. I mean, it's as unique as her signature.
Yeah.
You know?
I think now if I see, like, when I see Furry, I automatically think it's Daphne's. And I go look and it's like, but, you know, also Daphne does her own coloring, right? You do your own colors. So it's like.
I'm too much of a control freak.
Yeah. Randy, have you dealt with anybody, like, aping your style?
No.
I will say,
if they did, I'd ask them what their page rate was.
I did a trophy design of a trophy with Spank's head on it, and I sent it to Randy, and Randy was very quickly able to realize that Spank was not the one that he drew. That wasn't his Spank.
No, yeah,
and he immediately knew it. He was like, "Okay, yeah." And he's like, yeah, you know, and he told me, he says, that's not my Spank, though, you know. And even though I had copied it directly from his, and I had thought that I had every line exactly the way he would have did, it wasn't his Spank, and he knew it. Which is, you know, it upset me because I was like, man, there goes my Randy Zimmerman counterfeit business out the window.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Yeah. But I was gonna have Randy just sign a bunch of blank sheets of paper.
Probably one of the better turns in your career.
I was gonna do Randy Zimmerman, you know, fakes, man. I was gonna be out there. I watched an episode of one of these
the guy on eBay still can't sell the convention sketch I did of him as Spank as Superman. What makes you think you're gonna make any money aping my style?
You know, we'll figure it out.
just related, but it's like JD's found one of our original ash cans from back from the 90s on eBay for $500.
Ding ding. There you go.
Are you guys gonna buy it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
I think
whenever
I
Varian
might
finds
have a small stack of it, but nobody's buying that for
whenever
$500.
Varian finds something like that on eBay and lets me know, I go get a hold of the guy. I got a case, I can sell him for half price. He can make a lot of money off of me.
Right, like what I told you about those mischievous anime books that you did. The
Yeah.
guy wanted $40 for the first 2 issues.
Yeah, good luck. Well, there's only 2 issues, but that's
Yeah, exactly.
that's a whole other
yeah.
story. And it's not even my work. But
Yeah.
if any of that money can slide my way, I would definitely welcome it with open arms.
You can, I did see someone recently kind of take one of my characters, and they used the same. I could tell they used my character's face for reference, and the reason I can tell that is because they made all the mistakes that I made.
There you go. You see all those all those flaws.
It's like Grant said in the chat, style is what you do wrong.
I like that. That's funny.
Yeah.
What I did was I hearted the picture when they put it on Facebook. I hearted. I put a heart there, and they messaged me with the shit-eating grin emoji. That's it. That's all they messaged me back, and it's like, I know you. I know what you did.
Senpai noticed me.
I know what you did. You know I know what you did. And yeah. Also, and I'll let you guys leave with this one. I saw a saw a post today. People were upset at the comics, news, journalism industry. And
now?
Oxymoron.
Well, no.
Oxymoron.
They were
journalism.
Just figured it out now.
They weren't upset at Bleeding Cool. They weren't upset at Bounding in the Comics. They were upset at YouTubers, particularly, who feel the need to discuss comics,
like us.
Yeah. and my thing was like, look, first of all, yeah, I if you have certain people, certain mentors in your life who take you off your book for 2 years, sorry. Anyway, no, I joke with Randy about his critique of my book.
That wasn't my fault, dude. That's all you.
It was my fault. It was my fault. But I'm glad he told me the truth, because if I'd
have known that was going to happen, I'd have done it a lot kinder.
If he would have,
instead of laughing and pointing. Sorry.
If he would have told me that, I would have put that book out with feathers that look like leaves.
Well,
instead of doing.
It could always be worse. Next time you see JD, ask him about the time he put a dagger through someone's artwork.
I will. Yeah. But the thing was, I take a lot of time in my books, and I think, though, it shows when that book is out. Oh, you put a lot of care and concern into this. I can see what took you so long. I don't like books put out fast. The biggest mistake you can make, and I've told someone else who has a publishing company in Michigan, well, they used to, is to try to put out monthly books as an independent. That doesn't happen. Put out a quality book. I don't care how long it takes, because look, you might get fans of that first issue. That second issue could be shit because you rushed it, and now you lost that audience. Everyone knows, like so. But the thing was, what I wanted to say was, some people get mad about what we do because they are a convenient and non-ending source of material for us. So it's like, oh, we need something to talk about. Well, let me see what this asshole's doing. Oh, look,
So we should never be doing that intentionally. It should come to us organically, as this idiot constantly keeps screwing up, and we can and make sure that we don't name him by name, or say, hey, this Nick guy is doing this and this and this, or something like that. We don't want to do that, but we do want to set examples and point out there's some stupid people out there that make stupid mistakes, and please don't be like this guy.
Well, and so I posted I made a post today.
Those people are better off going home and talking to Bob.
I made a post that you're just fodder. You're just fodder for the material.
I made Krista laugh. That's great.
So I mean, but what do you think, Meredith? Are you more a creator or a YouTuber at this point?
Oh, I'm definitely more of a creator.
Yeah. I think that we're just creators who just get on here and we'll talk about what we're doing. Talk to other people about what they're doing. And here's the thing. I just don't when I started IndieVolt, I didn't do it because I wanted to talk to people and bring them into Last Call Comics, which is a publishing company that Lola and I own. I didn't do that. And people have been shocked about how little I talk about Last Call Comics on IndieVolt. Yeah, Lola's wearing a Last Call Comics shirt, and I looked at her earlier and said, "Ew, you wearing that?" Because it's like, what kind of promotion is this? Don't do that. Like we're but she does it because I'll get beat after the show if I don't wise up.
So why don't you talk about your work?
Because for me,
it's been 2.5 years since he kicked a book out. He had a hard time drawing feathers.
No, it's been
main character's an angel.
It's
Randy's like the Simon Cowell of comics, right?
No, it's
you suck. Get out.
What did
I did not mean to Neil Adams him.
No. For me, it's been 2.5 years, but I have put out other books from other people in that time. But yeah, she's right. It's like for me personally, it's been a while. Yeah,
books. Never mind. Sorry.
But it's one of those things where I'm constantly aware that and afraid that I'm going to push the boundary a little bit too far and start talking about my own stuff too much. And I see people who do that. They have their shows, and it's clearly about.
No one beats Neil Adams, but Neil Adams beats up on people all the time.
Yeah, really.
You want a critique of your stuff? I'll give you a critique.
Yeah.
You call that an ear, kid? Yeah. Anyway.
But I could appreciate that, though. I mean,
if you go up to Neil, you're asking for it, and he
right, exactly.
I'm sure he lets you know that you're asking for this. So
yeah. And he's kind of made a brand of it. So
the people that crawl away on all fours, deeply sobbing, are it definitely took me off guard when I saw it happen.
Real quick, I want to tell everybody too, I'm looking at the IndieVolt radio numbers. IndieVolt radio numbers are actually, for the first time in Geekgasm history, 62,104.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Once again, Egypt coming in there top. So that's pretty cool. Egypt, thank you for listening. We appreciate it. That Indie Comics guy says, what am I watching? Hello, sir.
What are you watching?
We don't know either. It's okay.
You're watching
just some guys on YouTube nobody likes. That's what it is.
You're watching Geekgasm on IndieVolt.
You're watching the Nitwittery is what you're watching.
Yeah. Where you watch me and Randy be berated by the women on the top here about our beliefs in comics. But yeah, I just think that, again, I try to push my own because I've seen other shows, and there's no problem with that either. But there's like, I didn't do the Last Call Comics interview, like show, or we talk about that person's book for like 10 minutes and then, hey, look how great my stuff is. I wanted to actually keep it separate, and that's what I tried to do. And I had to jump in a guy's ass once because he threatened IndieVolt because of something that happened on Last Call. And I jumped, I climbed all up and down his ass. And he apologized. You're right. And he admitted he was wrong, to his credit. And the company's just separate for a reason. And sometimes I think I should give myself some free advertising, but I don't.
So the closer we get to going, the more we are going to be pushing our own stuff here. So
I mean, I don't.
It's time to revolt.
Yes, I mean, because I don't see a problem with. I mean, it's your station.
Well, Meredith, I've been drug over because Meredith and I are board members over at Terraform, and there's always, like, for us, this and Meredith's got Geek Insider, Wild One Forever, and there's this. Do I mention Terraform? Do I not mention it? Am I going to get in trouble? And it's this thing
where dude, you're not running CNN, okay? It's like you don't need to worry about him, being impartial and
I'm
all that and all that stuff. It's not.
I'm trying to get Randy over there.
This is
I'm trying.
your station, your stuff.
I'm trying
Promote
to get Randy to wear a suit. I'm trying to turn him into the comic industry Wolf Blitzer, and he just won't.
I'm still waiting for my judge's robe and wig.
Yeah, he's got.
I want to chime in here though, because I can understand that, being that I've done marketing for years and years. When I'm out there and I'm using my own social platforms to help promote other people, and then maybe a project goes sideways, there's a lot of times where I get associated with that. Mm-hmm. And then I will get the emails like, what happened to this project and stuff like that. I'm like, no. I cut it right there. I says, no, this is my personal profile. Mm-hmm. If you have a problem with the project, you go to the project.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, for me, this is my part of my job. It's it's a role that I do. I don't have any stake or ownership in what they do.
Exactly.
My job is as a marketer or a promoter. I do advocacy and things like that. That's what I do. If you have a problem with it, not on my personal profile. I will kick you the hell out.
And I have a Last Call Comics YouTube. It's woefully not, there's nothing there hardly. And then I have a Varian Grant YouTube, which is where I get on there and I say stuff that I know will get me in trouble or get us all in trouble here. So I go over to there and I say, I don't want to say, but Indie Comics Guy has a YouTube channel. We've seen he's actually started a YouTube channel. Lies or Untruths, you have one. We know who you are.
You're not fooling anyone.
Yeah, we know who you are, Mr. Belfield. What Ego Works? Quickly, Daphne, tell them.
So Ego Works is my main portfolio site where you can see like all it's because I have a separate site for Tall Tales. Mm-hmm. This one is more my portfolio site. You can see all my furry art and my illustration projects and all that. And you can also read my other comic, Ego Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, for free. I have the 5th issue. Posting every day, not every day, posting Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I have a Kickstarter for issue 1 starting in January, but in the meantime, you can read the original version of the series at egoworks.com right now.
Very good, very good. Sorry, I turned on my little blue light I have. I forgot I had this light. And
going for some mood lighting.
Yeah. I'm tempted to get this key light I seen the other day. I'm like, I need that in my life, but I don't know if I really want. Like, look, guys, I don't know if you guys really can't see any of this here, but it's getting real evil layerly.
Oh yeah,
it's over here. Would you agree, Lola? It's getting real evil layer over here. Like it's looking like I got monitors, and I'm like,
I just got like another arm to hold a tablet, and now it's like my desk looks like Dr. Octopus died on it.
yeah. I got this big boom arm hanging in my face. The biggest thing, my son's teacher, he had to do school over here, and and she come in and she says, I thought I was watching a YouTube video because of how it's set up, and he's got the big headphones on, and he's sitting there, and I'm like, I'm gonna start messing with the kids. I'm gonna start doing stuff to distract the kids in the background. Like, I'm seriously gonna put my PS5 box on the table tomorrow, so the kids can be looking over at Caden's shoulders and seeing the PS5 box and not doing anything in class. I can't wait. I wanted to complain, so I can say that's a Christmas gift. Anyway, he says no one has control anymore. Sorry, Art. I agree with Daphne. Give yourself a plug. Just don't take it over the conversation. I have a personal profile for the family baby pictures and the professional account for this stuff.
Yeah.
And Daphne, I know it's inside, and I know your Kickstarter is coming soon. I've read
your comic.
Yeah,
I've read your book.
Yeah. And we have so much stuff to talk about, but we got to go because the show is over. Yeah, it's an hour. So, Meredith, where can they find you at? We already asked Daphne where they can find her.
Yeah, exactly.
If you guys do a Google search for MEREJ99, you're going to find a whole bunch of my stuff. That's where my social media is, my website. Head over to Geek Insider, check out the YouTube channel. And while you're subscribing to YouTube channels, if you're tuning in, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on Indie Vault.
That's right. And Indie Vote, where I won't talk about my own stuff. LastCallComics.com.
Really, just go for yours. I mean, it's like beginning and like and subscribe and Last Call Comics. There you go.
I'll tell you what. I'll do this for the first time ever. I'll do this and we'll come right back. I'll do this for the first time ever. There's the Last Call Comics intro page. Here's the intro. And if you listen to the words very carefully to the song, to the intro.
Yo, I strive for the false methodical heroes. It's your last call down to zero. I'm Joe when we talk about comics on the pens to the paper, the impact starting to comment, I'm on it.
There we go. Yeah, we have a rap. It's pretty cool. I love my little Last Call Comics rap. Pay good money for that.
Neon is tight.
Yeah. Lola mentioned it. Yeah, the guy says the rapper says you can ask Lola, her body's shaped like a bottle of Coca-Cola. And I'm like, I don't tell him. Did you send him pictures? It was a very tense week in the Indie Vote household that week. Meredith, Randy, where can they find you at, sir?
You can find me on Facebook under Randy Zimmerman. You can find me on Twitter under Randy Zim. I'm not over there very often, but when I do, it's usually to watch Hold My Beer. But other than that, you can find me on the Zim Geek channel on YouTube. That's ZIMMGEEK. Please go over, like, and subscribe. Even though I don't put up videos very often, ring that bell for notifications. That indie guy says I'm the best rapper in comics.
Yeah. There's a couple of them. Rappers in comics kind of like rappers in the NBA. You're like, I don't know if I want to buy the CD. Kobe Bryant's got a song. Should I? Okay, all right. There's a couple.
Could be Flint Flossie.
Flint Flossie is awesome, man.
Yes, he is.
And of course,
what an artist.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying Mark Reblay too. He doesn't get enough credit. He just got a million subscribers over on Facebook for his electronic looping work.
You guys should check out Sex Syrup if you get the opopportunity.
Sex Syrup?
That sounds cool. It's got Flint Flossie in it, I believe, as well.
There you go.
I'm Kid.
I like his pirate song. That's awesome.
I'm Kid, KYD_view over on Twitter, Varian Grant on Facebook, Last Call Comics, IndieVote.com, and LEDG.us for Liberty Distribution. Get over there, ask some questions. Love to talk to you about it. May do a Randy and I'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I'm sorry, 9 a.m.
9 a.m. We are the 9. Yeah, we're always at the 9.
Don't give me extra time to sleep.
Yeah.
Daphne might join us if she wakes up soon enough.
Daphne's like, don't give me hope. Don't give me hope.
Who else we can get this early in the morning? Maybe Meredith, even if we can get her off of her run.
Yeah.
I have to not watch The Boys, like binge watching until 6 o'clock in the morning.
I can tell you how it ends.
Don't you do it, Randy? I'll kick your ass.
No spoilers.
Guys, it's been great being here with you.
Don't give me any incentives.
Lola can't talk, but the Lola, the shoe cam today. One more look, Lola. The shoe cam brought to you by IndieCron. Clear heels. Horrible. Clear heels.
Yeah, head over to streamlabs.com/indievolt/tips.
Yep, there she is. And we'll see you guys back here. Randy and I got a question, got a comment. Geekgasm at indievolt.com. I'll put it on a nice little card and put it up here for you. Well, a splatter card, because they got different cards.
Splatter card, yeah.
Yeah. Please send us questions.
We love controversy.
Yes. No question is
Lola.
Too
Pop says Lola.
ridiculous or trolly. We will answer it.
And you guys can listen online. Download Indie Vote Radio on Google Play, or if you have iOS, download it on a streamer. I am going to put it natively on iOS in 2021. Would have did that this year, but stuff got so ridiculous. So yeah. And so
when you get a chance, make sure you look for us over at Anchor, Twisted, BitChute, and Glub.
Yeah,
you can look for us over there all you want. We're not there.
Yeah.
But you can look for us.
Yeah. Indie Vote TV on Roku is also there. I know you got a lot of you got Roku TV coming for Christmas. Download Indie Vote TV on there, free streaming. You got shows like this, and you also got some independent movies to put up there from people we had on the show. Some really good content. It is free. We will see you guys back here, Randy and I, and Daphne. We're gonna make Meredith get up too.
If Varian gets up soon enough, yeah.
Right.
See you guys over here for the breakfast buzz tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you adjust your clock accordingly.
That's right. Get those hate emails in, guys. We'll see you soon.
Ciao.